Now let us see a simple diagram to show the boundaries of axilla. So in this section you can see it's a cross section taken through the axilla. So this is the sternum, this is the thoracic vertebra, and this is the rib, and that is the scapula seen posterior to the chest cavity, thoracic cavity, and that is humerus, and you can see it is the section is at the level of bicipital groove. You can see the medial lip and the lateral lip of the bicipital groove. And now what is this muscle? You can see it arises from the sternum and the costal cartilages and get inserted to the lateral lip, that is the pectoralis major muscle. So it is the anterior wall of the axilla along with pectoralis minor muscle. And now what is this muscle which is seen in the anterior surface of the body of the scapula? That is the subscapularis muscle. Its insertion to the humerus is not seen because the section is not going through the shoulder joint. Okay, so this is subscapularis muscle. And now what is this muscle? Inserting to the medial lip, that is the teres major muscle. Its origin cannot be seen in this section because its origin is lower down. And now this is the latissimus dorsi muscle inserting to the floor of the bicipital groove. So these three form the posterior wall. These two forms the anterior wall and these three forms the posterior wall of the axilla. And now what is this? That is serratus anterior muscle. You can see it rising from the chest wall, the ribs, and then inserting to the medial border of the scapula. It is serratus anterior muscle. And now the lateral wall of the axilla is formed by the bicipital groove. You can see the lateral wall, anterior wall, posterior wall, medial wall, and the lateral wall where anterior and posterior wall converge. This is the lateral wall. It is formed by the bicipital groove. And you can see three structures there. First is the tendon of long head of biceps brachii. Biceps brachii is a two-headed muscle. Biceps, two-headed muscle in the arm, that is biceps brachii. So tendon of the long head of biceps brachii is seen within the bicipital groove, and the two other muscles, the short head of biceps brachii and the coracobrachialis, both arising from the coracoid process, from coracoid process to the brachium, that is arm, that is coracobrachialis. So coracobrachialis and short head, because this is the long head and this is the short head, so biceps has two heads, so it is called biceps. The short head of biceps brachii and the coracobrachialis, both arising from the coracoid process, is also seen along the lateral wall of the axilla. So this is a simple diagram to show the walls of axilla, and you can also show the contents within it, which you will see next.